All right, this is the second part. We're still continuing to draw this. We've drawn the fillets around the side. We just added these two fillets and we've got the 3 holes. Now what we're going to do is go to the front. We're going to draw these little angled parts right here. All right, so I'm going to zoom in here and let's see. What we're going to do, first thing I want to do is I've got this line that was left over from our original rectangle. I'm going to click on that and just right click and hit delete. We don't need that anymore. All right, so I am going to, we know that the line up here is 4 millimeters, so I'm going to just draw that line, draw another one here. After we've drawn them, we can go back and dimension them. Smart dimension this at 4, and I can smart dimension this at 4. All right, now we know that the line was 5 millimeters long. So I'm going to draw a line here and place it out there. Don't know where exactly, but I'll do the same thing down here. Draw it, put it out here, connect it somewhere. It doesn't matter. But now I can use my smart dimension, click up here, and dimension that at 5, and it should snap exactly where it needs to be for 5 millimeters. So, 5 millimeters. All right, cool. So now we've got the kind of angled parts here drawn. So now I'm going to use that trim tool, get rid of this. We don't need that anymore. Get rid of that. We don't need that anymore. And you can see by doing that, it kind of finalized that whole entire shape. Now this is pretty good. We just only have a couple more little rivet holes to put in there. So what we'll do is we'll place those. Let's see, the first one is 9 millimeters from here. So I'm going to draw a line. No. What I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in up here, and I'm going to use a new tool. This is called the 3-point arc tool. It might be under the center point arc tool, but what we want to do is 3-point arc tool. And I'm just going to click here. That's the beginning of my arc. I'm going to click here, and that's the end of my arc. I'm just going to put a nice little click there. All right. Now the nice thing is once we've drawn it, we can dimension it. Now the width of these arcs are actually 4 millimeters, and the curve of the arc, so I'm going to dimension the curve of this. This is the radius of that. The radius of it is actually 3. Okay, so we've got the right shape, but now what we need to do is place it in the right spot. So I'm going to do smart dimension. I'm going to click here to there, and this needs to be 9 millimeters. And see that it really nicely placed it 9 millimeters from the end. All right, now I got to do the same thing on the bottom. So I'm going to kind of go down here. Again, 3-point arc. Just put an arc there, come up. Now just double check the dimensions on it from this point to this point. That should be 4. The arc itself should be 3, and then the dimension from here to here should be 9. All right. And then what I can do now is I can actually trim the part that we don't want. So I can trim that, and I can come up here, and again using the trim tool and just clicking and dragging, trim that out. All right, now I got another one of those to draw, and I'm going to again grab the 3-point arc tool, and this one is behind the circle, so I'm going to go about here, click, dimension it. Let's dimension that, the width of 4 and the curve of 3. Draw the same thing down below, 3-point arc, point here, point there, up, dimension this, dimension that. This is 4, dimension the arc at 3. Cool. Now we need to actually put this in the right place. And I know that looking at this, it is 33 millimeters from the end. So, or actually, it is 27 millimeters from this point. So I can use my smart dimension tool. Again, click on that point, click on that point, Here, let's do it. I'm going to dimension it from the other circle, and that is a distance of 14. So let's see if I can dimension that. Smart here, smart dimension there. This is 14. And do the same thing down here. From the end here to the end there. Okay, smart dimension here, here, 14. All right, now that I got those placed, I can actually use my trim tool, trim that away, and trim that away. All right, now one of the things I want to make sure that I have done is I need to make sure that these circles are placed in the right spot. So I got a smart dimension from here to the center of that circle, and that's supposed to be at 9. And then I also need a dimension from the center of this circle to the end there, and this should be 23. All right, so I'm going to pause this video here, let you catch up, and then we'll come back and finish off on the last steps. All right, good luck, and keep working hard.